Hey everybody, how's it going? Chris here. Thank you for tuning in to First Touch Football. Today we're going to talk about something that's probably not talked about enough in this sport, and that is your mental awareness. We always talk about physical aspects of the game. We talk about speed, strength, agility, endurance, all kinds of stuff like that. We don't talk enough about mental awareness, I think, about the mental aspect of confidence, positivity, creativity, and awareness. Those are just a few of the things that are very should be mentally focused in this sport, just like basically any sport. But obviously speed, all the physical things I mentioned, strength, agility, endurance, all that stuff is super important, and we practice these things daily and weekly, and wherever you practice, which hopefully it's more than just weekly. But we practice these things obviously because you need to have speed on the pitch, because if you're slow, then you're never going to get to that ball before somebody else does, and which causes some issues. You need to have a little bit of strength, because if you're trying to protect that ball and someone's trying to get it and they kind of nudge you out of the way a little bit, and they can overtake that ball very easily. So it is important to have strength. Agility. It's important to have balance, to have agility for moving around on the pitch, and endurance is obviously super important, because if you go out on the pitch and you don't have the endurance to be able to last 5 minutes on the pitch or 10 minutes on the pitch, and you're asking for subs, well, that's not a very good look either. You should be able to last a long time out on the pitch. At least if you're having a team that you're getting subbed out every 8 minutes or whatever the case may be, you need to be able to last that time at full speed the entire time. So yeah, of course, all the physical aspects are super important, but mentally, sometimes I think it's a little more important. So we're going to talk about confidence, positivity, creativity, and awareness a little bit here really quick. So confidence. Obviously, you need to have confidence on the pitch. You need to be confident in yourself first and foremost, and confidence in your team. So hopefully you work very well together as a team. If you do not have confidence on the ball, with the ball at your feet, then you are going to feel lost out on the pitch very fast. So the biggest thing that I could tell you to do with confidence is to practice, practice, practice. Have that ball at your feet. Go out in your yard, just kick the ball around, whether it's small little foot drills, just freestyle drills moving around. Juggling the ball is super important, and having your, that feel, that touch and confidence, super, super important there. So if you're not confident on the pitch, you will run into troubles. And like I said, for you and your teammates, hopefully they will practice as well to be confident in themselves, because you need to be confident that you can pass the ball up to a teammate who's also going to feel confident in their next moves. But ultimately you need to focus on yourself first. So make sure you're confident with the ball, comfortable with the ball, and the only way to do that is to get touches on it and to spend some time with it. So a lot of times what happens, if you don't feel confident and comfortable with the ball, and you have pressure from the defense and you have the ball at your foot, a lot of times we just get rid of the ball quick, right? We kick the ball out, we kick it upfield 40, 50 yards, whatever we can do, just to get rid of it. And a lot of times that ball may not come back. So the second you do that, it's a 50-50 chance that you or your teammates, whatever, may get that ball back for your team. And if you already have it at your feet and you have the confidence to maybe do a quick step over and drop the shoulder and then cut back this way and then make a good pass to your teammate, and then keep that off the ball movement for yourself and other teammates into open spaces, well, that's what makes plays happen. That's what moves the ball and ultimately pushes you forward to attempt to score. So that's it for confidence, basically. I mean, there's a lot more to it, but just to touch base on it real quick, confidence is key. Positivity. You need to have positivity. You need to be, thinking positive in your mind for yourself. And once again, also for your teammates. If somebody makes a mistake, it's never a good thing to put them down, to drag your teammates down in any way and say, hey, what was that? What are you doing? You should have done this. You should have done that. Throw your hands in the air, get all upset. Yeah, that's not good. Stay positive, okay? For you and for your teammates. If your teammate makes a mistake, hey, it's okay. We'll try to get it back. We'll do something. It's all right. No problem. Be positive in making remarks and say, I was open over here. I was calling you, try to, be a little mindful maybe to hear, somebody saying, hey, over here, calling your name out, whatever the case may be. But to have confidence, to have positivity on the pitch is super important. A lot of times, if you make a mistake personally, say you miss a goal, that might have been an easy goal, say you lost the ball to a tackle on the other team, how you react on that, makes a big difference and keeps your positivity up. Go back to that ball. Don't give up. If you miss that goal, hey, shake it off. It's okay. Maybe you'll get the next one. Maybe you won't get a goal at all this game, but you're going to make a great cross to somebody or a great pass to somebody that's going to result in a goal or good movement. And think positive about that, because a lot more good things that can happen, especially if you stay positive, because the second you start feeling negativity towards yourself, your teammates, you immediately start not playing as well. You start to not play together well as a team, because if you start arguing with teammates, now there's frustrations back and forth, and these things happen. I get it, but you have to try to think positive, try to push forward. Hey, if something happens and you get in an argument with a teammate, which really shouldn't happen, apologize. Be the bigger person and say, hey, I'm sorry for getting frustrated at that, but I was open. Maybe next time just try to keep an eye out, even if it's not for me, but maybe another teammate might be open. It's important to play together as a team. So the other aspect on this would be creativity. Be creative too. Take those chances, because it is okay to make mistakes. Okay. Creativity is how we become better as players. If, you go down the field in a straight line with the ball, you're going to get stopped. You're going to have pressure no matter what. Be creative. Try to, work on some moves, make some moves, Cruyff's, crossovers, and do a lot of things like Messi does, where you see him on the pitch where he's all over the place, right? You use some zigzags. You can do this easily in your yard with nothing, or you can use cones or socks or sticks or whatever that you want to have points to go to. But, take control of that ball, dribble, go a little bit this way, a little bit this way. If you're playing with somebody, obviously that's always best, where you can do some pass and movement type things. Using a wall is very helpful if you can get a wall, at your local school or playground, something like that. Or if you have a kickboard, or can create one, make one out of wood or something. But all these things help you with your creativity, and that, in essence, turns into confidence, which keeps your positivity up as well. It all kind of connects in a way, but being creative is super important. Challenge yourself to do things. Make that challenging through ball to a teammate. Make that challenging cross from one side of the field to the other. Those things make a huge difference, and keeping that open mind and trying to stay creative and practicing as much as possible to become creative will continue to, as I mentioned, boost everything else. And then awareness is another thing. Mentally, you have to be aware, right? So when you're on the pitch, it's super important to scan pretty often. Even if the ball is in front of you, often you want to scan around, because who knows if you have a defender behind you or next to you that you're not even aware of, and you're looking this way and the ball comes over and then it comes back this way real quick, and you look over and you realize there's somebody next to you. It's important to scan for to know where your opposite team is as well as your own team, because if all of a sudden you get the ball at your feet very quickly, which it can change, and then you don't know where your teammates are, that could cause some troubles too. You need to be able to have that ball and have confidence on that ball, and be able to relax on that ball, and a lot of times take your time. But looking around, get that scan. If you see that ball's coming to you, get a scan real quick. Look around to see. If that ball's coming to you and you're getting it to your left foot, scan real quick. Turn your head. Look around. See who's around you. Awareness is super, super important. And those aspects, as I mentioned, all kind of connect with each other. And the more you do this stuff, the more confident you're going to be, the better player you are going to be for yourself and your team. So mentally, let's stay stable as best as we can. Let's stay confident. Let's keep kicking a soccer ball. I'm going to end it there. We're just over 10 minutes or so. And I thank you very much for your support here on the channel. And get out there and practice, because number one, that's the best way to get better.